Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the shit, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it. Y'all ready for this? I like to move it. I like to
All right.
That was great. Great.
Welcome to baseball season, everybody.
Welcome to baseball season.
Welcome to Daily Sports Rant.
Yep.
It's Wednesday.
We are back in action.
We're loving it.
We are loving
Today's
it.
a great day.
It's a great day.
Officially, it was last week, but we're going to celebrate it in the United States today.
Not today. Yeah, today's the real official opening day. As far as I'm concerned with everything,
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I didn't know. No one, half the people in the country didn't even know there was games in Japan.
No, it was
week.
interesting because my sports teacher asked,
Yeah.
who knew that
Yeah.
it was opening day. No
one had any
The
idea.
sports class I was in, no one knew. I was like the only one with my hand up, and I was like watching the game as well.
Exactly. Yeah, no one had any idea.
They didn't even air it on live TV. I was very surprised about that.
Yeah,
too,
me too. Even though it was the Mariners and the A's.
It was one of the most boring games. I thought that game, the second one, would never end. It went into like 12, 11 innings.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, it's not exactly the powerhouse teams that you want to see.
No, it's not. It's mainly for the Ichiro
No,
fact out in
it was
Japan.
definitely for Ichiro. It's pretty much what it came down to.
It was
but
nice for him.
No, it was good. He had 4 hits that first game.
He did.
He did.
He's leading the league in 444 average
Yes.
right now.
So, but today, though, Cardinals.
Today is exciting.
Today is very exciting.
One thing I'm really excited for is the fact that it starts fantasy baseball.
Fantasy baseball as well. I'm psyched for that. I live for fantasy baseball.
I love it because it's checked every day.
Exactly.
You feel like a manager. You're not, in football or.
Exactly. That's why I love it. I always, my friends are always like, oh, I don't know, I can't. They check it for like 2 days and then they're like, oh, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Football's so easy. I check once a week. But then that gets boring for me, at least.
Yeah, it does. I like being able to do the moves every day.
Every
I
day.
like seeing who's doing what, who's not doing what, going on the waiver wire.
Wow, it's great. It's great.
The people
Gets you involved, I feel.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, my friends, they just, I'll check like once a week.
Yeah, they'll do the draft and they'll be like, okay.
Do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, well, we got baseball starting today.
We do.
With the St. Louis Cardinals heading to Miami. I thought that was a little weird because I thought the reigning world champs would be the hosts.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I guess they wanted to show off the new Miami Stadium.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I get it, but
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. We got the Masters this weekend.
The Masters.
We have some hockey playoffs. NBA's coming to a close. All the NCAA is over.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good week, pretty good 2 weeks in sports.
Indeed it is. We got a lot to talk about.
And congrats to Baylor last night.
Yeah.
40-0.
I think Brittany Griner is the equivalent to Anthony Davis. She's that lanky,
She's
just
amazing.
do it all, everything.
I was watching the game last night, and Courtney, my girlfriend, just was. She towers over people. It's unnatural how Brittany Griner is.
Ridiculous. She was dunking earlier in the tournament, just throwing it. Not even like the little light dunk. She was throwing it down.
Oh yeah. She's the only girl basketball player I've ever seen that can just throw it down.
Like usually they get up there and they kind of just place it in. She gets up and just 2-hand throws it down. It's good stuff.
Well, they're the only college basketball team to go 40-0 between men's and women's. So congratulations to Baylor.
Good for them. So that's all there is to say about that.
And Baylor sports actually took a really big turn.
They did.
They
were good.
They were good in football. They had the best player in football.
Yeah.
Best female player in basketball. And their men's team got to like the Elite Eight.
They did.
So they had a pretty good year.
Yeah, no kidding. And I know for basketball, I think they have the second or third best recruiting class next year. So
they're up and coming.
They're up and coming.
And because of RG3, they definitely have a good up and coming football program as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see for that's our usual saying. We'll see.
We'll see. We
we'll
tend to say that a lot
with the years to come. What was going to happen?
What's going to happen there? Yeah, exciting stuff. But
so for today, we're going to cover the upcoming games in baseball. We're going to tell you who we like, who we don't like, what to expect.
Yeah.
ESPN reported the top 10 players in baseball yesterday, and we have some things to say about that.
There's a lot to say. I mean, they did a whole like series.
They did a whole 500 player.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna do that, but
no, we'll comment on that. I mean, they did 500 in like a week.
Yeah.
So we'll cover the names that out there.
Yeah, exactly. So
there are some names that, I mean, when I was going through the top 500, it was.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. That's like, come on now. But yeah, I mean, I wrote down some guys. I mean, some of the guys I thought were a little low, in my opinion, on that.
I just thought that there should be two lists because hitters and pitchers are two different things.
Exactly. I mean, I got what they're going for with the whole. I guess what they're trying to do is if you were doing a draft like today, who would you take first for one season to win it all? I guess.
Right.
But it's it's still, you can't really put pitchers and hitters together. I guess
you can't even choose. I mean, this list is purely based on what's happened in the past. You can't go on what's going to happen. So
yeah, true.
And then this list is also if Cabrera gets hurt, then he's obviously not the number 3. I mean, they didn't include Victor Martinez for that fact.
Yeah, they didn't.
He's hurt.
No.
So
yeah, exactly.
It's obviously it's just a list of opinions.
It is,
and I agree with most of them. I mean, it's hard not to agree.
I mean,
there's some players that just have to be in the top 10.
There's a couple. I mean, I thought Kemp should have been in the top 10, for me at least. I mean, he had the year 2010. He was pretty bad, but I think that's just like a fluke type of.
Well, Kemp finished 15, I think.
He was
top 15.
13. So I mean, that's obviously not bad at all. But
I liked him there only because of 2010.
Yeah.
He hit for 249.
No, he was.
And then he hit 280, 290 the year before that too. So he's obviously not on the level that the top hitters in that group were at. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason why. I mean, the hitters in that group were Pujols, Cabrera, Braun, Cano. I mean,
Tulowitzki.
And they consistently hit for average, for power, for speed. So it's just I can see Kemp being out there. Yes, if he continues to have last year's numbers for the next 3 years. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt he'll be number 1, and I think he will be.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think he should have won the
MVP last year. So did I.
Put it out here. He almost had triple crown if it wasn't for Jose.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't have too much of a problem. Just
a lot of people were angered by that.
Yeah.
The fact that Kemp wasn't in there. Yeah. I saw a lot of people were angry.
There.
And then just some people just don't take in the fact last year was just awful for him. I mean, not home run wise, he hit 28 homers, but 249 average. That's just
2010 he was shaky.
So that's the only reason why I put him at 13. Why I think it's good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's got the skill. I mean, I just said that. Obviously, I looked at 2010. It was tough. But I just thought that in 2010 he was just a mess with the whole. He was dating Rihanna, and he was just a mess. He was a disaster. So then he straightened it out and obviously can play. And I heard somewhere he thinks he can be the first 50-50 player. So.
Yeah, he said that this year. He wants to.
So I like that.
I definitely think he's in his prime.
Oh, he's ready to go.
I like him a lot. I have no doubt in my mind that he's gonna be a top 10 player.
Yeah.
I just think because last year hurts, and they're definitely looking the last 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
And then they're also doing strength of schedule, who you play with, because I know Felix Hernandez was up there, and a lot of people were like,
number 5,
why is he up there?
Yeah.
Obviously, because he plays for the Mariners.
Yeah.
Put him on any other team. Put him on the Yankees.
He's winning 25 games.
Yeah, exactly. So there's just no right or wrong with that one. So why don't we just go from 10 to 1 with this list and just.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Pujols was first. I'll say that. I think he's definitely.
I do too. A lot of people could have went with Cabrera. A lot of people could have went with Halladay, Verlander, but Pujols just.
I just think it's overall just defense, offense, both.
He just deserves to be there.
Yeah, he earned it. He definitely earned it.
He definitely did.
He's no slouch there.
No,
but again, I think
last year was his first off year, let's just say it, and he still had 37 home runs.
Yeah, so
99 RBIs.
It's not a terrible off year.
No, that's a pretty damn good year.
Yeah, no kidding.
I say there's no doubt in my mind that Pujols was number 1.
Yeah, clearly. You could probably make a case for Cabrera just because how good a hitter he is now, but in terms of overall, which I think they were going for.
Yeah.
With this one. I did like that Halladay was the number 1 pitcher listed.
Yeah, I just there's nothing I have to say about Halladay. He's just been the most consistent pitcher.
Good.
He's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, even on the Blue Jays, he had a terrific record.
Yeah.
And now that he's on the Phillies, it's just, he's a more established pitcher now because now people know about him.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people didn't know about him when he was on the Blue Jays.
No, yeah, definitely. Nobody knew.
No one knew who he was except for the people who actually followed baseball.
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden he's become this person who everyone knows. And
everybody knows him.
I mean, he's just
crazy.
Consistently one of the best pitchers, and I do like him at number 2.
Every year. Yeah, I do like that.
So he finished at number 2.
Cabrera I like there,
Cabrera finished at number 3.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that this year might hurt him defensively wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's already got hit in the eye in spring training.
He bounced back. He still hit pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. I don't doubt that he's going to hit.
He's going to hit. He's the best hitter in baseball. Oh, he's going to be terrible. It's going to be a disaster. But, if he hits, 340 like he can and drives in 100 and hits 30 home runs, I'll take that.
I'll take that any year. His defense, I'm so worried about his defense.
It's because, he wasn't even that good at first base, and you're going to tell him to go play a different position?
He needs to be DH.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's just... I think third base is one of the hardest positions in baseball.
Yeah.
He took that grounder right off his eye in spring training.
He's going to remember that.
That was only like 10 games in. And
yeah.
If you saw the replay, it was clearly bouncing, and he just stayed on the ground. He just decided, hey, maybe it'll go in my glove if I keep it down here long enough. And
he's got no idea what's going on.
No, so...
He did lose a little weight. I saw he looked a little thinner when I saw him the other day, but I don't really think that's going to help him too much.
I don't think so either. I think the pitchers are going to be affected on that team. Next on the list was Verlander, so I don't think he's going to have that as great a year ever again.
Now, that was clearly a career year. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
It was a monster
Enjoy
year.
it while it lasts.
Exactly. Obviously he's still going to be incredible, I think.
Oh, yeah. But, he definitely is. He was the best pitcher in the league last year. He topped Halladay, but over the past years in consistency, Halladay was just better.
Exactly. And then we got, Felix at 5?
Yeah, Felix at 5.
I thought Kershaw should have been ahead of him. I think it should have been Kershaw then Felix, just because I get the whole, Felix plays for the Mariners, but Kershaw plays for the Dodgers, and they're not too solid either, and he still won the pitching Triple Crown and Cy Young and the whole deal. I just thought that. I like Kershaw.
I love Kershaw. Yeah. If I had to pick one player to start a franchise with, it'd be for Kershaw.
Yeah.
I just think the fact that Kershaw's only been here for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, he's been around a couple years. Yeah.
Felix is. I think Felix is just coming into his prime.
Oh, he is. He's only
he's 26.
Yeah.
Just coming in. He's already established himself as one of the best. I would say one of the best in the league.
He won a Cy Young, didn't he?
Yeah, he's won a Cy Young already, and he didn't even have that many wins. It was just because of his ERA and the fact that
too good.
The Mariners are just so horrible.
They're terrible.
Yeah, I get it. The Dodgers, they're pretty bad. They also have Cam, and
they have a lot of people. They have more.
I don't think
Mariners,
the Dodgers will be as bad, but just
no.
The Mariners are just that bad that
he's still, if you win a Cy Young on that team, that's impressive.
Let's just put it this way: he had 14 wins last year and 14 losses. And just
ridiculous.
Because purely bad defense, the fact that they can't score. I'm sure there was plenty of 1-0 losses that he had. You put him on any other team, just any other team, and he is a consistent 20-game winner. So
it'd be fun to see him on a good team.
Right, and his contract is up in, I think, 2 years.
Couple years, yeah.
He's definitely leaving.
He's gonna get the big bucks for a big team.
But the thing is, he's always said that he loves to be there, and it's a nice place. I just went and visited it. I loved it there. So, it just sucks that you have to leave a place that you like.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's tough for athletes, I think, because they are connected to the place that they get drafted to.
Yeah.
But if it's that bad, like Pujols, let's just put it that way. He was there for so long.
Yeah.
Was that team? I don't see the Cardinals. Not even if he was on the team, I don't see them winning again.
No, I still have them as a solid team, especially if Wainwright can return to form and everything, and Carpenter can stay healthy. But those are two what ifs. So.
Exactly. That's why Pujols left.
Exactly. There's too many questions. But, we'll see. So, But, yeah, I mean, I think Felix and Kershaw could go either way. Felix definitely a little more established, better. So, I mean, that's not terrible. I didn't really have a problem with that. I just thought, if anything there, I could have been flip-flop. But
I definitely, I mean, I would take Kershaw any day.
Yeah, clearly.
Any day.
Any day. He's 23, 22, and he's already ridiculous.
Right.
But
next on the list was Braun.
Yeah, it's 6.
Found that interesting. I mean, not just because of the recent going on, just.
Yeah, I mean, I think he still is, ridiculous.
I would need to see what's going on this year with him.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if his numbers go down, then I'm gonna think things about you.
Yeah, but as will everyone else. Yeah.
Besides the fact that what happened, he is the Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
4-time Silver Slugger, MVP. One time he was 3rd in voting. 4-time All-Star.
He's been very consistent over his career.
I mean, he averages 162 games, so
that's not too bad.
You get a lot out of him.
Exactly.
Put it that way.
Exactly. Fine. I mean, like we said, I don't think I think Kemp should have won the MVP, but he was very deserving. It's not like he had a bad season.
No.
So.
What do you do? 332 average, 33 home runs, 111 RBIs.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad year.
That's not a bad year at all.
So
you can't argue with his numbers, his power, his ability to hit all kinds of pitches. So
yeah, I mean, how much of that has to do with Fielder too? We will see.
We will see. That's definitely a question mark as well.
Yeah.
Glad you bring that up.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it could affect him.
Fielder, leaving in the recent scandal, it can. He's going to need to have a very, very good year this year.
Yeah. It's going to be tough for him, too. Definitely. Tulowitzki, 8.
We have Kershaw at 7.
Kershaw 7.
7.
Tulowitzki's 8.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely the best shortstop in baseball. Yeah. Overall. I mean, he's great defensively. He drives and runs. He gets injured a little bit, I guess. But, I think Tulowitzki's great.
I do, too. I
love him.
If they're going to build around anyone, it's going to have to be him. He's going to have to carry that team.
Yeah.
He's a 2-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove, 2-time Silver Slugger. He has the ability to do it all.
He does. I mean, he seems like a pretty good guy. And I know he wears number 2 for Jeter, too, which I like.
And he is their leader.
He is.
You could see it on the field. He's their emotional, physical, everything leader.
Yeah.
And that really helps his case, I think.
He did sign didn't he sign a pretty long-term deal not too long ago?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to talk about these long-term deals.
The long-term deals are getting ridiculous.
Talking about that, and we'll go back to that in a second.
Yeah.
Because there are some players out there that just signed, so.
Yeah.
Lincecum comes in at 9.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, too. I could have even had him higher.
Yeah, I mean, he's won 2 Cy Youngs already.
4 straight All-Stars, 2 Cy Youngs, 1,127 strikeouts in 1,028 innings. It's impressive.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
There's a reason they call him the Freak.
The Freak.
69 and 41 lifetime. And you have to say, you look at that and it's kind of not a great record. Why?
Because the Giants can't hit at all.
So it's the exact same when we go back to Felix Hernandez. Tim Lincecum could be higher on that list.
Definitely.
If he had more run support.
Yeah, I mean, he really could be. If he was on a good team, he could be. I'd say number 2 on this list.
Absolutely,
he could be Verlander. I mean,
he had 13 wins and 14 losses last year. There's no reason he should have more losses than wins.
No, exactly. It's terrible. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
I do too.
He's so good, and he just can't get any run support.
And I'll just throw it out there. They just signed Matt Cain to a huge deal.
Monster deal.
Where does that money go for hitting? And they have 0 hitting. They have some people coming up, but
not really. Not too many like to.
No, I mean, the main young core is Pablo Sandoval, Brandon Belt, and Gary Brown.
Yeah,
that's about it. They're older. They can't hit, can't run.
Yeah, no, they're struggling. I mean, they got the pitching, and that's pretty much what they're banking on, I guess. With with them signing Kane to that huge deal. I mean, that's pretty much what they're telling everybody, that we don't care. We're just going to win with pitching.
Yeah, I get it. Defense wins, but at what point you need some offense.
Look at the Phillies. I mean, they saying pitching. They lose a 1-0 game to miss out on the World Series last year. That's how much you need some type of hitting.
You do. I mean, that's how you
score some runs. So, Lincecum's definitely a beast over there.
I like him in the top 10. I wish he was higher, just because.
Yeah.
He's such an amazing pitcher.
Yeah, but I understand why he is 9. behind those guys.
Oh, absolutely.
And him and Kershaw are fun to watch pitch against.
They're fun, and they did a photo shoot the other day for the ESPN magazine.
I think I saw that.
You see that?
Yeah.
They work together pretty well.
Yeah,
they've thrown against each other a couple times.
Yeah, I think Kershaw was 3-0 against them last year, or they won 3 times when he pitched. So that's fun to watch. Both young guys, same division. It's a good matchup. I like it.
It is.
I like it.
And Cano at number 10.
Bobby Cano. I mean, he's really coming to his own, pretty much.
He's in his prime. I think he's right there, smack in the middle in his prime.
Definitely. He's become very good defensively, quietly. Not a lot of people know about it, but
I think he's one of the best second basemen in the game.
Yeah.
If not if he's probably the best.
Yeah, him and Kinsler's pretty good at second, but he's good defensively, and then offensively, clearly the best.
Oh, absolutely.
Clearly the best. I mean, he's 300 hit. He drives in 100 runs. That's not too bad.
No, he's a 3-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger, 1 Golden Glove. Defensively, he's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
He's a consistent 159 game, plus every single year.
Yep.
There's nothing more you can ask out of this guy.
Yep. I mean, and pretty much ever since Melky left, he's been focused, I guess.
Yeah, they were best friends, and
they were just loving life, and you could just see it. That they were just. You could see the talent that Cano had. He had that year where I forget when he was like 23 and had that good year.
Yeah, he had like 330 or something. He finished second.
Yeah, and then the next year he had 270, and then he got benched for like this last 10 games of the season, I remember. And they shipped Melky out, and then he pretty much told Cano, "Let's get real right now."
Yeah.
And fulfill your potential, and I think he did that. So I mean, that was good to see.
He's definitely the centerpiece of the organization for years to come.
Oh yeah.
They'll be building around him for quite a long time.
He's definitely the new, the old guys. Jeter's old, A-Rod's old, so they're kind of moving out to the Canos, Grandersons.
Well, Cano just signed a 4-year deal, and it was a very not player friendly, team friendly deal. It was very low.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that about him.
No, I like that, yeah. Cano doesn't care. He's just loving life out there.
He is. He's
always smiling. Just loving it. But he's good to see him in the top 10, I thought.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of people didn't expect it, which is what I really liked about it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I think there could have been some guys, definitely. And I think Votto was a little low for me. They had him at 19. I mean, he won the MVP a couple years ago. I thought that was kind of low for him.
A lot of people thought that Mariano Rivera was too high. And, I just went back to, it's not about...
He's ridiculous.
It's not about now, even though now he had a great year last year.
He's still the best closer in baseball.
Exactly.
He's like 90 years old. And he's
still at 42. He can still do it. He still has the
ridiculous.
Stuff. He still had a great year last year, and people are saying, "Oh, he's too high because."
No.
Because what? Because 42?
He's the best closer in baseball. Yeah, exactly. Most reliable.
I get it. There's some up and comers, but I mean, he has the records. He has everything.
Year in and year out, he does the same thing every single year.
Exactly.
It's you can bank on him every single year. He's the one thing in all of baseball that's the same every single year. It's ridiculous. And he does it with one pitch.
It's fastball.
It's ridiculous. But I thought the list was pretty cool.
Me too.
I like that they did that.
I thought, I don't know. I thought Sabathia may be a little too high.
Yeah.
I think that, obviously being on the Yankees helped.
Yeah.
So, it helped some people, hurt some people, like Lincecum.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kemp, only because of 2010, is ranked at 13.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously he's, there's guys out there that, check back in a couple of years, and this list is going to be shaken up a little bit, I think.
Oh, there's going to be a completely different list than 2017. It's just completely different.
Definitely.
So, the games start today.
They do.
7 p.m. tonight.
7 p.m. ESPN. I'm
kind of excited to see the new ballpark.
Yeah, I'm going to tune in for a little bit. I'll tune in. I don't know if I'll watch the whole game, but...
No. Well, I work till 9, so...
Yeah.
I'll watch it whenever I can.
I'm doing nothing.
Follow it on my phone.
Exactly. So, I mean, it'll be fun. I kind of want to see the stadium and
I do.
I think the
and the new Miami team. That they have out
I talked about that yesterday. How they're kind of exciting, a little bit. Like the Royals of the National League.
They absolutely are. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that they're
exciting.
Some people are picking them to win the East. Not really sure about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of up for grabs a little bit because I think the Phillies' offense is just so bad.
The Phillies' offense is pretty bad, and they have Howard is out.
Utley's never come. I mean, he's a mess.
Utley's a mess. Howard's out, and it's not even like Howard was any help to begin with.
No, so I mean they really got
getting
Hunter
older.
Pence.
Yeah, Hunter Pence was good.
Victorino. Those are the only two guys that really.
Who's the third? Polanco.
Polanco's.
Rollins is just.
They're all getting old.
It's just the AARP team.
It is. It's people give the Yanks a hard time, but at least their old guys still are productive.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, those guys, all their OPSs are under 700, and they're not good. Bottom line.
No, the only thing that's going to help them is their pitching, and they don't even have a good bullpen. I think.
No, their bullpen. I mean, they got Papelbon, but outside of that.
I don't even consider him a good closer. I think he's average.
Yeah,
that's just where I put him in the middle of the pack closers.
Yeah.
I don't think he was great in the Red Sox.
He was up and down. I thought definitely with the Red Sox. Last year he had a good year though. I thought. Do I like him at all? No, but he did have a solid year last year. I thought, but again, I think that division's up for grabs. But
I do too, and I really like Washington.
I do too.
A lot.
I hope Harper comes up this year. I want to see him so bad.
He will in the summer. He will.
July, he'll be up there, hopefully.
Well, I'm going up to Syracuse for Easter weekend.
Yeah.
And tickets to see him are only $14, so I might go.
Nice.
Because he's up in Syracuse for AAA right now.
Good.
So that would be exciting.
No, that would definitely be exciting. I'd want to see him play. Definitely, he'd be somebody I definitely would.
Yeah. He's just got to fix his attitude. And obviously, you're 19 years old.
He's never had failure before, so he's just going in there like, okay, I'm the best.
Well, 19 and being all over the news everywhere. You get
for
this feeling,
3 years now.
You get this feeling like, wow, I'm awesome. I can do anything. And then
he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was like 16, 17 years old.
So he needs to just calm down a little. I think it only comes with time, leaving him down there. And I think he will be up. I don't know if it's the best move in their case, but he will be up. And
they're going to bring him up.
It's like the whole Tebow situation. They have to bring him up because of his name. They have to bring him up because the fans want to see him. So
they want to see Strasburg on the mound and Harper on the right, and that's just going to be.
He's actually moved to center, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. So I don't know where they're going to play him. I know they got Worth and left.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they have Nady on I think Nady's on the team now.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. He'll be injured in about 2 seconds, but so he's obviously going to be exciting when he comes out.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be great.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great for baseball in general.
I'm excited to see Strasburg. I was really upset that he was hurt last year.
Yeah, no.
I really felt bad for him.
He's getting the old opening day start though.
Yeah, he is.
On
Friday. He can break the record of opening day starts if he's starting right now. Because the record is 16.
No, he's gonna get that definitely. As long as he stays healthy. Yeah. Was he playing tomorrow? Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow.
2:20.
2:20.
Yeah, against the Cubs.
So 2 games down out of 2,340 games.
Wow. That's a lot of games.
0.08 is down.
0.08.
And after tonight, it's 0.12.
We're getting there. Almost done.
Already exhausted.
Yes. Long season.
But so we have Kyle Loesch.
And Josh Johnson.
Who do you like?
I mean, just based on pitching matchup, I think the Marlins will take tonight.
I had Marlins as well.
I think it's cool Josh Johnson come back. I want to see him pitch again. He was out last year.
He was out for, I think he started the season, but just.
Yeah. He made a couple starts and then he went down. We'll see how he bounces back. I think that's gonna be huge for their team this year. He needs to be the ace.
If he can't bounce back, they're done.
They're in trouble. Yeah, they're in some serious trouble.
Because behind Johnson, I mean, they have some names, but they don't have talent.
They got good stuff. Burley's gonna give you innings, and
right.
that's
he'll give you innings, and once in a while he'll give you the most fantastic game you've ever seen.
Exactly. I don't know how he does it.
Go back. He has some games where just like, wow, how do you not do this on a consistent basis?
No, yeah, it's ridiculous. And then Nolasco and Anibal Sanchez have the stuff.
I like Nolasco. I think he needs to just give him some time. I think he's gonna be a top pitcher.
Yeah, so they got some guys there, but definitely Johnson has to be the anchor.
Yes. But, and based on the fact, like what you said with the pitchers matchup, just because it's not Wainwright or Carpenter.
No, Carpenter's on the DL.
We need to see what happens with those two in order to see what the Cardinal season is going to be about, because
definitely.
It really hinders on what
those two guys. If they can stay healthy, and if Wainwright can
Carpenter
bounce
is just back. Oh my God, he's always on the DL.
He really is. He's so good, and it's a shame.
He is. He's awesome. And honestly, it was a miracle that he didn't get hurt last year. I mean, I know he was hurt for a little, but he was, he managed.
He went down last year.
That was it.
Done.
That was their season.
I think it was even just impressive just with him that they did it.
Yeah, because they really had no one else, and I was once Wainwright went down, I was like, all right, this team is done.
Yeah, exactly.
But they managed to pull it out. So
but we'll see definitely for this year how things go for them in their defending of the title. But
we will see.
First game under new manager too tonight, Matheny over there. No La Russa for the first time. So I think that'll be interesting. It'll be weird to not see him over there, I guess.
Both games. Actually, both teams have new managers.
Oh, yeah, game too.
Yeah.
So definitely fun little game tonight, though.
It is. And I think the Miami Marlins did a good job with their manager. I think he's really...
Yeah, I think he'll fit well with that.
He's going to fit in that team.
No, he fits well with that.
The White Sox were known to steal bases over the past however many years he's been there. I mean, look at the players he has on that team.
I mean, Hanley,
Bonifacio. I mean, these guys can run.
Yeah, they
can. They're going to run.
They're going to run
a lot.
Oh yeah. But it'll be a fun game.
We'll see a lot of that.
Yeah.
But
only one game tonight, and then sprinkle it in. Starting tomorrow, we'll get it going.
Got 7 games on Thursday. Starting it off with Boston at Detroit.
Leicester Verlander. I like that matchup.
Leicester Verlander, great matchup, but I don't even think it's the best out of the 3 days of start.
No.
I saw some games on Friday that looked really good.
CC and Shields, Lincecum Kennedy.
Shields, Lincecum Kennedy. Those were the 2 I circled.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll get there.
That'll be fun. But for tomorrow, I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see too. Johan making the old.
Yeah, I saw that they chose him to
opening day against the Braves.
I don't know. I feel like if you're relying on him.
I mean, they're a disaster. The Mets are a disaster. So I mean, we don't even have to try to defend them.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
No.
If you're relying on Santana to be your opening day starter and to carry you through the season.
He's not.
You're in trouble because he's not ready. Yeah, I
feel like
guarantee you they rushed him back. Absolutely. He was out the whole year.
Didn't make one start last year.
I don't know. He's just getting older. Something happened to him once he left and came to New York. It was just people come to the Mets and something happens with the Mets. So
it's just
stay away.
It's just like a black hole. Everybody just comes here and they just go down.
Who do you have for the Detroit Boston game? We'll go back to that for a second.
Detroit Boston. I'm gonna take the Red Sox. I'm gonna take the Red Sox there.
I picked Detroit, so there's our first.
There's our first
mismatch of the day. We'll come back on Monday and see how we.
We'll see how we do. Yeah, definitely.
I think the biggest storyline to see is the experiment with Bobby Valentine.
Definitely. Big news.
Huge difference from.
Oh yeah, he's completely switching it around, and obviously Epstein's out too.
Yeah.
So it's changed team.
Well, Francona was the happy, friendly guy. And Valentine's going to be that strict guy who's always on your ass. So.
Yeah, I don't think he's a player's manager.
No, absolutely not. It's going to be very interesting. Either it's going to be great or it's just going to
backfire and they're going to stink.
And honestly, I'm going with that one just because they seem like the team who they haven't bought into him yet. He's already banned beer in the locker room. Clearly, they like to drink based on last year. So. I don't know. I don't see it working out for them. So give it time.
We'll see.
Atlanta Mets.
Braves.
Yeah, I picked Atlanta. I just don't like the Mets this year. I don't like them any
Mets
year.
stink,
Santana's
their rotation is a joke.
Can't rely on him. Their
rotation is a joke. And they're relying too heavily on Wright, and I think Ike Davis have to anchor the lineup. And Ike was injured last year. Wright was injured. They did move the fences in, I think, for them.
They did, which is I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to move your fences in for your players.
That's great. It's great.
They wasted all that money on Jason Bay. It's just
a terrible signing. I mean, I don't think that was their fault that much.
No, it wasn't.
He just fell apart.
He had such an amazing year with the
Boston.
Red Sox. So
I didn't expect that, but I didn't expect him to completely fall off the face of the earth and just do this.
I honestly don't know what happened to him.
I feel bad.
I was hoping, honestly, when he was on the market, I was hoping the Yankees would get him just because of what he did.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy they did.
Yeah, look they didn't get him.
I mean, were you one of those people who wanted him?
I did. I was like, he was mashed. He was a Yankee killer. Yeah,
he killed the Yankees.
Yeah.
Imagine that in Yankee Stadium, 81 games a year.
I'll take that. But it's no, thank God.
Yeah. So
dodged a missile with that one.
Next on the list is Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. I don't even need to ask you who you're taking.
No, Philly. Halladay.
Halladay versus Bedard.
I'm taking Halladay. I don't care.
I have to say the same thing about the Mets. You're choosing Bedard as your opening day starter. You got trouble with that.
You got some serious trouble.
So, yeah, we're both taking Philly.
Yeah.
Next is Washington versus Chicago Cubs. Strasburg versus Dempster.
I'm going to go Strasburg.
Yeah, I pick Washington as well.
Yeah.
I don't like the Cubs this year. Besides Castro, I really don't think they have a great team.
No, I mean they're struggling, definitely big time. But Epstein will come in and turn it around, and it's gonna be great.
Hopefully, I mean that team's been in the hole for hundreds of years.
And he's gonna love life if he can turn that franchise around.
If he can turn it around, that's two iconic franchises you've turned around.
Yeah,
and at such a young age, he's like not even 40 yet. So
he's insane. He's insane.
He would be definitely a baseball god if he
definitely
had to do that. But the Chicago they wanted Pujols bad and they didn't get him.
Yeah, they missed out pretty much.
They missed out on everyone.
Yeah, they did, big time. But I think that division is really not that great. So maybe they get lucky and do something, but I really don't see it at all.
Nah, I don't either.
Yeah,
but I'm picking Washington. I just like what they have, young wise, talent.
Definitely with Strasburg out there, I think matches up well for him. But
I think that's one game I want to watch. I think I
might check that out. Yeah,
I get class. I know you don't.
I don't.
Afternoons.
Yeah, I don't know though.
I don't even know. Are these all on TV or?
They're probably somewhere. I don't know if I get them here because
right. I'd have to think that the Mets game will be on.
The Mets game will probably on.
Pittsburgh game might be on, so we might not get the Cubs game out here, but
we'll see though. Oh, we got Toronto at Cleveland.
Ricky
Romero.
This was a little interesting. I didn't know who to pick just because. I picked Toronto. Just put it that way.
I'll take Cleveland.
Take Cleveland?
Make it interesting, yeah.
All right. I could seriously go both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Toronto just has a much better hitting team. That's the only reason why I need to go with them.
Brett Larry hit like 900 over spring training. The guy's insane.
Did he really?
He hit 550 or something. And he struck out one time and had like 10 extra base hits.
Well, I took him a couple rounds before I probably should have, and I'm happy about
that. No, yeah, I'd take him any day.
He was on my both my teams. Actually.
I wish I got him, but I didn't.
Then trade for him because he is.
Yeah, no, he's the real deal.
I've read so many articles about him about being
he's gonna be great.
The up and coming player.
He's great. He's great.
Next, Miami at Cincinnati.
Yes, I'm taking Cincinnati on this one.
I am too. It was Burley versus Cueto. Not the best pitching matchup, but Cincinnati just has that killer offense, I think. And
yeah, they do have a solid offense over there.
I know I picked them to win that division. So.
You did.
I'll have to back it up with an opening day win. So let's go Cincinnati.
All right, I like that. I'm taking the Dodgers next.
Dodgers
game.
at San Diego. Kershaw.
Just because Kershaw.
I cannot wait to watch this guy pitch. He's
awesome.
Honestly, if you can go see him live and see his slider and his curveball, do it. Because you're never going to see there might have been history, but right now, today, you'll never see a better left-handed slider than what he has to offer.
Good. It's good stuff.
I'm going to give the Dodgers the nod.
Yes, me as well. So far, what we got? Two differences. I got Red Sox. I got Detroit in that game.
And
I got Cleveland. You got Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
All right, we'll go into Friday.
Friday's games.
The real opening day. for the Yankees. The real opening day.
We got 8 games on Friday, 9 games on Friday.
Yeah.
Including the Yankees. So.
Yes, of course.
Kind of sucks that we like the same teams, but
it does.
Whatever.
In a way, it does.
In a way, but
yeah.
We don't really have much to argue about.
Exactly.
We'll try to make it interesting.
Yeah, we will. We will.
But I mean, we did with the Super Bowl because you picked the Patriots.
I did pick the Patriots, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. We already made it interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But
White Sox, Texas is our first matchup.
Texas offense is going to pummel that team.
I cannot pick Texas.
Yeah.
And I picked them to win that division, so.
Yeah, I got the Angels. Yeah, I think.
So, go Texas. Danks and Lewis will start that game.
Yeah, that's not really a great pitching matchup there.
Yeah, Lewis. I was like, what?
That's
your first guy? Come on.
Yeah, I would just throw Darvish out there just because.
Yeah.
But, yeah, who knows?
Minnesota, Baltimore.
That's a terrible matchup. That is not what you want to say.
Just looking at the starters, anything can go in this game. Honestly, I flipped a coin, so I'm picking Baltimore.
I'm going to take Minnesota.
Now, did you say that just because I picked Baltimore, or did you pick that before?
No, I got Minnesota.
All right, you got Minnesota? Okay.
I think, I don't know why I'm picking Pavano to win a game, but I am.
Yeah, Pavano's their starter for Minnesota, and Arrieta is the starter for Baltimore. That's just one of the worst matchups we'll see this weekend.
That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
But it's okay, because the next game
3:10
is Yankees, Tampa Bay.
CC and Shields.
Which honestly is one of the best starts this weekend.
Definitely.
Number 1 or number 2.
Clearly.
You can go either way, because Lincecum Kennedy is a great game as well. But
yeah, I'm picking the Yankees just because.
I got the Yankees as well.
Yeah.
I gotta go with my team, but
yeah, it'll be a good game.
I like Sabathia, obviously. I said he was a little overrated in the top, 500, but
yeah,
I still think he's a great pitcher. No, I'm not gonna argue
against
that.
Clearly.
And Shields is definitely lights out, and I like him a lot. But actually, the Yankees wanted to trade for Shields last year.
I would have taken that.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a heartbeat. Shields is really, really good.
But Tampa Bay did not want to trade him, especially to a rival team.
That would probably not have been smart on their part.
I am taking the Yanks, though.
Yeah.
I think Tampa Bay's offense will come together throughout the season. I don't think they'll be together to start out.
No, I think Longoria's going to have a big year, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Longoria's a man.
And they don't have B.J. Upton. That definitely hurts him. He's on the DL with his shoulder.
Yep, I did see that.
Colliding with Desmond Jennings during spring training. So, they'll just take some time to mesh. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, they're obviously going to be very, very good this year.
Mm-hmm. Next up is St. Louis, Milwaukee. That's a great rivalry, I think.
Yeah, it is. I like that. I picked St. Louis in that game.
I got Milwaukee going.
All right, nice.
There we go.
Another difference. Here we go.
We got,
now we're rolling.
Jaime Garcia versus Giovanni Gallardo.
Yep.
I don't know why Greinke's not starting, but
yeah, that was a little strange.
Yeah, it was strange. I think Greinke's gonna have a breakout year. Well, he already did, but I think he's gonna have another great year for Milwaukee.
They have Saturday. That's a fun matchup. Wainwright Greinke, just to throw that one out there. That'll be cool. But back to the Friday game.
Friday game.
I think St. Louis will take it. It's really toss up, I guess. But I'll take St. Louis.
I got Milwaukee.
Nice.
I don't know. I like Gallardo better. I like what they have.
Yeah.
Lineup wise, I'll be very interested to see what Braun is going to come out with this year, because
that will be interesting.
He's going to be one of the storylines throughout the entire
whole year. Exactly.
San Francisco, Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, I picked Arizona as well.
I think they're best team in the NL, honestly.
In the NL?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I don't know. I got a good feeling about them. I think the Phillies' offense stinks. I don't really think any of the Central teams are that great. Maybe the Braves, if they can get Hayward back.
Hayward had such a terrible year last year, so
yeah,
he really needs to come back to what he was before.
Yeah, he does. If he doesn't, they're in a little bit of trouble, because like many of these National League teams, it seems like their offense is a little down.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm going over my list here. I can't see one team that's really, that many steps ahead of the other.
Exactly.
So that could be up in the air.
It really is, I think, for sure.
I do want to see Upton have a career year.
I think he will.
I have not seen a really good year out of him so far.
He's always been there, and every year they're like, he's going to do it this year, I mean, he's only, 23, 24?
Yeah, he's really young. He's
got
still plenty of time.
Plenty of time, but, I really want to see him come out and just have that monster year.
And I picked Kennedy on one of my fantasy teams. I don't know if he's going to have as good as a year last year, but
I don't think he will, but I think he's going to be good and, be a good solid ace for their team, but we'll see.
It's a ex-Yankee.
Ex-Yankee. Yep. Indeed.
Colorado, Houston.
That is Colorado.
I got Colorado as well. Houston's
a AAA team.
Bad. I mean, you got Wandy Rodriguez starting for you. It's just
they're a AAA team. I mean, going over their guys, none of their guys, except Carlos Slay's the only guy in their lineup that played more than 100 games last year. It's ridiculous. And it's not even like they're coming out with big time prospects. They're just a bunch of wannabes, exactly. They're just filling out a team.
They got this one guy, Brett Wallace. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I hope you would have heard of him just because you follow sports a little more than other people. But he has just been. I think he's been on every single team so far. He's been all over the place.
He's been in my I think it's my 2007 Baseball America prospect handbook. He was in the top 50, and everybody's like, Brett Wallace, he's a good hitter. I'm not saying it right now.
No. 2007, he was supposed to be one of the best prospects in the league.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about him. He's been Houston. I think he was in Toronto.
For 2 days, I think he was there.
He was all over the place, and I haven't seen anything out of him.
Yeah. I think he made a 2-day stop in Oakland or something, too. He got traded. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was in one of those deals. So he's been all over the place. I mean, he's struggling, but.
And he's going to be their opening day third baseman. So.
Great. Looking good for the Astros this year. And then next year they get to go to the AL West.
Yeah, and they get to face Texas and
get destroyed. It's gonna be a mess for them.
Yeah, but that's but they'll have 5 years of first number one picks. So
yeah, true.
I mean, look what happened to Washington. Just put it that way. So
true.
there is some hope in Houston. So if anyone in Houston is listening to this,
yes, which I am pretty sure no one is.
There is hope.
Yeah, there is hope.
Next up, Kansas City versus the Angels. I'm excited for this one.
I'm taking the Angels.
Yeah, I got the Angels as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch.
I'm pumped to see the Royals play, but I think the Angels got this one.
Yeah, I don't know. And also Kansas City, they have Chen starting.
Yeah.
Could they not find anyone better?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Where's Jonathan Sanchez? I thought he might grab the old opening day start.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought as well when I was making my little list here.
Yeah, guess not.
Nope.
Whatever. We're wrong.
Well, I'm excited to see Jared Weaver. Right after this, I'm going to ask you what you think about awards this year. So we'll go through that. I know we didn't talk about that, but we got 2 more teams, and we'll talk about that. But
yeah, sounds good.
Seattle, Oakland, another Seattle-Oakland matchup. Yeah. I picked Seattle. Just only because
of Felix. Yeah. I took Seattle. I'll take Seattle.
So Felix Hernandez makes his second start. In 3 games, but really it's been a week.
Yeah.
Versus McCarthy, so I'm definitely taking Seattle on this one.
Yeah.
And for the first time, Dodgers, San Diego. We already saw those 2. But we'll get Billingsley versus Lupke.
I'll go Dodgers again.
Yeah, pick them again.
So we're going 2-0 for the Dodgers.
So we got 4 or 5 differences.
Yeah, we got 4 or 5 differences, so good. We'll see.
There are some obvious games that we just can't not pick against.
Yeah, definitely. So
we got some differences, so that's fine.
Not too bad, but
it's an exciting weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Masters and baseball. Gonna be good. So
AL MVP.
Cabrera.
I got Cabrera.
I got no doubt about that. I think he'll finally, get that MVP.
Cy Young.
Let me think.
No research off the top of your head.
Yeah, I got no research here.
I'll go. I got Weaver.
Yeah.
Weaver.
I think
he's going to have a great year. I think his defense behind him is picked up.
Yeah.
I think they got a great lineup. Morales is coming back from injury. They got Pujols in that lineup. They're only going to get more run support. I think he won 16 games last year.
Yeah. No, he's a stud.
He's gonna win 20. I like him. I think no one's really thinking about him.
No.
And I'm picking
really
waiver for the Cy Young American League.
I like that. I like that pick. It's a solid. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go on a little stretch. I'm gonna go David Price. I'm gonna say he bounces back and comes back.
It's not
to
a
form.
stretch.
It's not too much of a stretch, but
it's not a stretch at all. I think he's gonna have a great year
I
too.
think he's gonna come back and just. I think David Price takes it home. He came in second, I think, in 2010. Last year he was 12 and 13 or something like that. But he's obviously great. So I think he takes it.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. I mean, Lowry is still considered rookie, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Lowry.
Larry. I got Matt Moore.
Matt Moore, yeah, he's the other one too.
Moore, yeah, because honestly, when I was looking at this, I had to do a segment for my audio class on this stuff. So I couldn't find any hitters. I mean, besides Lowry.
I think Lowry's gonna just rake.
Oh, he is absolutely. I just thought Matt Moore was. I don't know.
No, I definitely think Matt Moore's gonna have a huge year too. He's very, very good.
Fun to watch.
Oh yeah, there's absolute gas.
NL MVP.
NL MVP. Let me think. I'm gonna go Kemp. I say he takes it home this year.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get it.
I think he's gonna have his 40-40 year. I don't know about 50.
I don't think he's gonna get 50-50.
But 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases.
He came close last year, so
he's gonna have terrific average.
Yeah, I think he's just ready to go.
How about your Cy Young?
NL Cy Young. I'm going to say I'll go back-to-back with Kershaw.
Kershaw?
Yeah.
I was split, honestly, between Halladay and Cole Hamels. Because I only think Cole Hamels is going to have a great year only because it's his contract year.
No, yeah. I think he's definitely in my top 5 for Cy Young guys.
Definitely, he's in his prime. He's on, we talked about not a great offensive team, but they're not bad. Obviously, there's some worse teams out there, but I do think it's because of his contract year. He's going to have a great year, and he's going to get big bucks somewhere else. He's not staying in Philly. Let's just put it that way.
No, he's not going to stay in
Philly. This is Philly's last year to win it because
I think
Cliffley and Halladay are getting older, and Hamels is out.
Yeah, he wants to be that ace somewhere.
Yeah.
So I can see that, though. I definitely think he's going to have a huge year.
Rookie of the year. I got an interesting pick that not a lot of people thought about.
Go your pick, then.
Strasburg.
Strasburg.
He has not accumulated enough innings.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
The Rookie of the Year yet.
Huh.
Right, not a lot of people realize that. So
that's interesting. It's very interesting.
And because he's making that opening day start, he's going to start about 35 games.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if there's no inning limit, he will do 35 games.
Yeah, I heard that they're going to put him 160.
Yeah, I heard like 150, 170.
But when they come down to it, if they're in any type of contention, if Harper's playing for them, they're not going to take him out of the lineup. No. Who are they kidding? So, I guess I definitely think he'll win. I haven't really put too much thought in the NL Rookie of the Year.
Because there's just not a lot out there this year.
There really isn't. I could see. All right, I'm going to go on the stretch here. I'm going to say Mike Minor for the Braves. I think he's considered a rookie this year.
Interesting. He is.
I think he's going to have a good year.
Him and Julio Teheran are both rookies.
So I'm going to go Mike Minor. I'll say switch it up.
Switch it up.
Yeah. What do we got next? Cy Young. No, that's it.
That's it,
done.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that went by fast.
Jeez. We are done. So.
Happy baseball, everyone.
Happy baseball. Happy Masters, everyone.
Happy everything.
Happy everything. It's just a great day.
Yep. Enjoy baseball. Enjoy the weekend.
Easter weekend. We'll
have a lot to talk about come Monday.
Yes, we will. So
see you next time.
Peace out.